and warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here today, and I hope you're all doing fine, even if we live in very strange times for the moment. Today's video will be an update video for the country of Poland. And to do so, I'm going to use my crystal ball, my tarot cards, oracle cards, and some dice. But before we begin, I must thank you all, you wonderful viewers, for all of your support to this channel. Without your help and without all of your wonderful mails, sharing and caring, it will be quite difficult to continue doing more videos. And since I'm doing it all by myself, there is no crew in my team. And right now, my team has been a little bit bigger with this wonderful little lady here, Sansa. She came into the family just 2 weeks ago, and she's a big help in all kinds of ways, and a little bit of a miracle cat. And you will probably see her in the coming videos when she drops by to say hi. And she's a very loving and caring kitten. It's around 5 months old, and a lot of mischievous, like a kitten should be. So that was Sansa, and I would not surprise me if she will drop by to make out a point in a reading or so. Anyway, what about Poland then? I have noticed that lately there come a lot of new subscribers from Poland, and many of them sent me question, please could you do an update for our country? So to honor all the new subscribers, I will do a small update for Poland. And excuse me if they are a little bit noisy here. It's Sansa. She's looking around to find something to play with. Before the reading, I need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball. And after that, when I read the crystal ball, I'm going to take some cards for Poland. And in front of me, I have a small map of the country of Poland, in case I see some events going on, and I could easier pinpoint out where it could be. So please just give me a few seconds, and I will concentrate for the country of Poland, and soon we see what the crystal ball have to say. Okay? For Poland. Okay, glasses on, and let's see if we can find something. The first thing I see, I cannot be sure exactly where it is, but it could be around Katowice, Wrocław, somewhere around there. Could be some train derailment. Unfortunately, it looks like there could be some passenger trains involved, and it's not due to sabotage. It's more some tracks that are not up to date, or some damage to some tracks that are very old or have not been repaired. But I don't see many people get hurt. Fortunately, this train will not be full with a lot of passengers. It will be quite empty. but still those who will be affected, it's quite terrible for them and their families. I see a lot of underground movement in the country of Poland. People that have a strong bond to the country and whose relatives have suffered during World War II and have been there and told them the horrors of war. This underground movement will grow very big, and they will try to do what they can to stop Poland's involvement in the conflict with the country EU. They don't want the Polish people to be sacrificed in the bloodlust of the Western nations, political games. Yeah. And more people in Poland are going to wake up to what is really going on in the world. And it's like a renaissance, and it's suddenly a lot of people are awake, and protests are going to grow the following months. In every big city, you're gonna see a lot of people protesting against this. The country you will launch some kind of explosives into the territory of Poland. And it could be a big explosion, and they will blame it on the country R, but all the evidence will show that it comes from country U, just to make the people of Poland want to join the conflict against country R. But even military on high position will make big protests against this, and they will see, why should we sacrifice our soldiers, our young men and women, for this craziness? Our young men and women must protect our country, not the Western elites' wishes or whatever their corrupt agenda is. I see a big fire in a well-known politician's place. It could be some kind of parliament building or something like that. And this fire is more like symbolical. Yeah, not symbolical fire, it's a real fire. But it's telling that this political agenda that is going on in Poland will burn down. A lot of Polish people will be very angry and very upset. It's like, enough is enough. What are you doing with us? And I see 3 doctors, very well-known doctors, who had done a lot of good in the work. And those 3 doctors have been extremely against this treatment. And during the past years, they have been not allowed to talk, not allowed to show evidence of whatever this treatment was doing to the people. Could be in the following weeks, months, those 3 doctors, or they will join together, and with them they will take a lot of other medical staff, and they will really come out with the truth and with the horrible side effect this treatment have done to a lot of Polish people. And it will be allowed on the news. So the censorship that has been put on the whole Western world, we're gonna see it little by little loosen up, and other points of views will be allowed to come up. I'm not sure if this is symbolical or this is something real, but I see like a fence being put around the capital of Warsaw. And very big surveillance of who is going in and who is going out. But I don't see like the evil forces putting up that fence around the capital. It's more they're trying to catch some really, really bad guys doing this. It could be at the end of this year or beginning of next year, a lot of Ukrainian refugees that came to Poland when the conflict with the country started, the special military operation as they called it, they will be able to move back to their country. And they will be able to feel safe again in their country. Yeah. So big changes on political level in the country is coming, and a lot of Ukrainians will be able to return home. A lot of technology that is beneficial for the people, like free energy or medical technology that can make people feel well and regain their health, not just cure symptoms. Many of those inventions has been oppressed by the elite because there's no money in making. You cannot make money on that when people are healthy or they have free energy. Some very important inventions or reinventions, because it seems like this technology have been there but have not been allowed to come up, will come out from the country of Poland. And this kind of technology will help people all around the world to have better lives. Some big explosion or something will happen in some kind of mine shaft deep below earth. I don't see people down there, but it looks like some kind of mine will collapse and it will shake the ground. I cannot see exactly where it is, but it's somewhere in the middle of Poland, below Big Dość, Poznań, somewhere there. Ostrov. I don't know if there are any mines there, but it seems that's somewhere there. The good thing, what will go on for Poland, it's that people will find their strength again, find their voices, and really make them heard. To let the politicians know You work for us. We are not your slaves. You should do the people's bidding. You are there to make our lives better. And this will turn out into some kind of big movement, and big changes are coming for the country of Poland. Some kind of peace agreement between Poland and country are like, we will not attack each other, or we leave you alone if you leave us alone. Some kind of that. And in the future, could be next year or within 2 years, Poland will have very beneficial trading with the country R. And there will not be this made up hostility that is right now in the Western world. Some new laws, when there will be a political change, because a political change is coming for the better, that will help a lot of single parents and a lot of children to have better lives, better living condition, and more money in their pockets. Yeah, I also see, but that is in the future, further in the future, some big changes in the educational system. Different way of teaching the young people things that they really need to know and they have benefit of in their adult lives. Will be like civilian Polish groups that will hunt down human traffickers, especially from the country U. Around the border, they will stop, and it's like they will take legal actions, since their governments or the police force don't want to touch that. So a lot of human traffickers and a lot of children will be saved due to this. In almost all big cities, I see scandal after scandal after scandal regarding the church and what church people who are working in the church, representing the good faith, have been doing behind locked doors, especially with the young ones, the little ones. And I see church after church closed. No one is there for their herd. And especially the elder generation will feel quite lost when these horrific scandals will come up to the open, and there will not be any bishops or popes to forgive the sins or transfer the guilty ones to another district. No, people who committed those horrible, I will not call them people, those who committed those horrible crimes will have to take the punishment, and it will not be light ones. Soon there will not be any pope, and that will also make people a little bit confused in Poland. Many Catholic persons. Okay. Now I'm gonna take some cards for this update Poland to see if the cards have something more to add. Some oracle cards. Last one. And finally some dice. And the cards, they look like this. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. In the tarot cards, we have the Sun, the Chariot, Queen of Coins, King of Wands, and Two of Wands. On the Oracle cards, we have Clover, Reach Out, a Snake, Cleansing Waters, Purification activates vibrant life force, and Misfortune. On the dice we have a Mountain and a Moon, like these laboratory bottles, experiments, and a sunbed with a parasol. In the center, we have this laboratory bottles, Queen of Coins, and the Snake. As I mentioned earlier in the crystal ball, the truth about what has been given to the people, that they have been some kind of lab animal. Because of those evil ones, those snakes, will come out. And it will be through very respected, very down-to-earth, very intelligent people. We have the Queen of Coins in the center. So it will be exposed and people will be listening to them, what they have to say. The tides for Poland are changing. They are going into a new journey. And the Polish people will want help to come out of this mess their government have put them into. And the help will come for cleaning out the mess. We have cleansing waters, purification. So a lot of dirt, as I said, scandal after scandal, things will come up to the open. So it will be able to be cleansed out. A lot of people will feel like this is misfortune, like this is something bad. But cleansing out the evil elements that are destroying for millions is not bad fortune or misfortune, it's something good, so the people can finally lie down on a sunbed, take a vacation, relax and enjoy life. During a period of time it will be quite a lot of turmoil, a lot of things happening everywhere, and it could seem a little bit chaotic, but it is like that. For example, if you hurt yourself and you got an infected wound, it hurts, it burning, it doesn't allow you to live a good life. You have to clean out the wound, you have to maybe cut off some dead tissues, sew it up and keep it clean and clean out until it heals. And it will be something similar in Poland. The end result is that the people will finally have peace and will be able to live a fresh life without the pressure of propaganda and a lot of lies put on them. And the Polish people love their children, love their nature, and they're proud of their countries. And when those horrific crimes will come up to the open, they will stand behind the children, and it will like join the people together in some kind of battle, give the spirit of battle back to the Polish people. We will fight for our younger generation. We will not allow this to continue. And things will change for the better. Miracles will show up in different places. And that gives people hope and also gives them energy to continue. Because if a population don't want to have any change, well, the snakes, the evil ones, can do what they want. If they accept the snakes as something divine or something good or something beneficial, when they secretly are draining them of life force. When that is gone, when they see that the snakes are really, who really are the snakes, then the people of Poland will be able to flourish again. And they will flourish in a quite soon future. Well, that was my update for Poland. And if you have liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press like button, share button and subscription button. And to all of you strong, beautiful and hardworking Polish people, wish you all the best. Stay together. Don't lose hope. Your spirit, your life force and your spirit will be reawakened again, and some very big and marvelous changes are coming in the future for your country. And to all of you wonderful viewers, I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon. Bye bye.